How many different things can I get going at one time? All right, good morning, area, Lebanon area seniors. This is Rebecca Werfs. I'm the activities coordinator at the Lebanon Senior Center. And this is our first um, strength workout geared for those that are at home, still self isolating due to COVID 19. We are going to use some household items. So if you haven't already done so, you might want to grab a couple of cans of soup, or if you have barbells, some barbells, or whatever objects that you might have at home that you can use to hold on to add a little weight to some of our maneuvers. And certainly we will just have a short little workout together this morning. Um, really trying to work some of our muscle groups, trying to stay fit and healthy even while we're at home. We certainly miss having everyone at the senior center. We do have the fitness room. I know a lot of seniors like to come and use some of our weights and the treadmills and the elliptical and some of our other exercise equipment on a regular basis. And you guys have been missing out and not getting to come down to do that. This is our way of reaching out to you and trying to help you be creative and finding new ways to exercise and stay fit. Um, just like we would do for our charity class, we are going to do a little bit of warming up, get the blood pumping, 8 o'clock in the morning. You might not have been up too long, or you've been up forever, and you're just joining us, taking a break in your day to do some little self care and exercise. So, wherever you're at in the day, definitely we're just going to make sure we're all in that blood pumping, make sure we're breathing, some nice deep breath, oxygenating our blood before we start working out. So, with that in mind, let's take a couple of deep breaths in and out and in and out and in and out. And as you're taking these deep breaths, you want to fill your belly. Okay. We take deep breaths, pulling from our belly to really fill up our lungs completely, not just do shallow breaths at our chest level. Okay. All right, let's get moving. Let's do a little walking in place. I am going to lead from the seated position. If you are comfortable standing, by all means, you can do any of these standing up as well. So we're just walking in place. You can pretend you're outside, like the center. Here at home, I have a window in my office at home. Ha ha ha. So I've got that open. I can check out that we're actually having a nice sunny morning here in Oregon. Oh, and I will do a disclaimer. I do have a cat in the room with me, and she sometimes likes to steal the show. She's currently hanging out, taking a nap in her cat bed. But she sees mama's hands moving and she's already looking at me like I should be petting her instead of swinging my arms like this. And if you want, you can bring those arms up higher. You can certainly march higher or shorter, wherever you are comfortable. I mean, we're exercising, so you don't want to be too comfortable, but you don't want to have any extra strain. Nothing should hurt. All right, well, we stop with that one for a moment. We're going to start reaching up to the skies. All right, let's start with just the arms, alternating side to side. That's it, side to side. Up the shoulders, your back. I mean, you can get a little fun into it and bend at the waist a little. That's it. Good job. All right, if we want to step this up a little bit, we're going to start bringing a leg up. Really good. Start feeling that heart rate coming up. Me too. If you want, you can swing the leg out front. All right. Sorry. I have to adjust the headset once in a while when I'm moving around. It tries to fall off. That's okay. It just gets comical on my end. We are going to get started with our strength training. So, as I said, you might want to grab a can of soup. Certainly, if you want to have a couple of different sizes, I've got small, I got a large can with me this morning. Some exercises you might find you can do more weight. Some maybe you got some muscles that are a little more advanced that you use more often. You might want a stronger weight. So just think of different size items to have in your house. Water bottles are also really good. You can certainly use regular size water bottle and a larger size water bottle. So whatever you have, even books, a couple of small books about the same size, a couple of big books about the same size. Again, whatever objects that you can hold on to safely and securely and not fight with too much to hold on to that you can lift and move. So we are going to get started. I have got to click something on my screen, pardon me. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully I didn't lose anybody. Starting with the small cans. All right, I am seated in a chair. You're going to try to have your back straight, but I'm leaning forward. My knees are apart, avoiding the cords. I've got the cans in front of me, and I'm just pulling up to my chest. Okay, nice bent elbow. And if ever you need to stop an exercise early because it gets too much, you're starting to feel fatigued, that's okay. Remember, we have a lot of variety of exercise in this, so it's okay to stop one early if you need to. Now, as we're sitting up, still got your cans in your hands. This one I'm feeling a little bit more confident in, so I'm going to switch to my bigger cans, but you can certainly keep the smaller ones. So instead of pulling the cans up to our chest, we're going to push them out. So again, I'm here at chest level. I'm going to bring them out. It's like I'm extending a clap in front of me. Good job. You can even make the cans clink in front of you. I'm trying to keep mine kind of quiet. Gotta be careful. You don't want to dent those cans if you're super powerful. Let's do one more. There you go. Good job. All right, we're going to switch it up here a little bit. Instead of working the shoulders so much, we're going to give them just a little bit of a break. Let's go ahead and this time we're going to hold the cans up at our side like this, like you're packing the groceries in the house. And I want you to release them down, kind of roll them down. There you go. It's like you're picking something up to tuck it under your arm, setting it back down. 2 more. 1 and 2. Good job. All right, I'm gonna bring my legs more out in front of me. And then when you keep the cans in my hand, you can have them, I don't know, chest high, or you can kind of have them down your side, wherever it's comfortable to hold on to them. And we're just gonna lean forward a little bit. Keep that back nice and straight. Just a little bit of crunches here. Instead of laying on the floor, which can be hard to get up and down from, we're going to sit in this chair and we're squeezing the abdominal muscles in. By trying to suck your belly to your back as you come forward. One more. All right, good job. I'm going to go ahead and switch to some smaller cans. There we go. And with our shoulders nice and straight up, we're going to be lifting up. All right. Just press those cans upwards. Do one more. Oh, there you go. All right. And we're going to reverse that instead of pressing them up. Have them down to your side, and we're going to curl them in. Want to keep them kind of tight to your side. We want to isolate our bicep a little bit here. And bring them up. And you want to control. The great things about strength training is if you control. So you don't want to just slap your arms around and let gravity take over to bring the soup cans down. You want the muscle to control the descent nice and slow. So you're working to bring it up and you're slowly bringing it down. Really isolate the muscle group that you want to use. Very good. All right. Let's do one more. There you go. All right. I'm going to put these cans down now. I'm picking up one of my larger cans, just one. So I'm going to use one hand to brace myself. So we curled up. Well, this time we're going to go back. So I kind of have my arm tucked to my side. A nice comfortable way to hold the can. I'm leaning forward just a little bit and I'm stretching back behind me. Okay, we're trying to work the back of the arm. Once again, make sure that you are in control. A nice slow movement back and a slow movement forward. Really making the arm do the work. Gravity wants to help you out. It's so rare that gravity wants to help you out, but it does sometimes. You're just going nice and slow. Okay, do one more. There you go. I'm gonna stop. I'm switching arms. This time I'm gonna make sure I've got myself braced forward. With my other hand, my other arm's being tucked beside me. Nice good grip on the can. When you're ready, you're gonna reach backwards. Once again, I'm forward. I'm trying to keep my back straight. I'm just leaning forward a little bit. Leaning forward just gives your arm a little more or a little better position to really try to focus on that back of the arm. Doing really good. Hopefully you're finding this not too difficult and you're feeling really good about yourself, working some of the muscles. You should feel good about yourself. You showed up to an exercise program today. And guess what? Nobody else knows you're doing it. Just you and me. And I always applaud anybody for showing up to do some exercise. Even if you only do 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes more than just sitting on the couch or sitting in the recliner. You know, if you get inspired by this, you could keep a couple of canned goods in the living room with you. So while you're watching TV, all right, I almost stopped counting. You could do a couple of these during commercial breaks, and that would be awesome to do. I think so anyway. All right. Well, you can shake those arms out a little bit if you need to shake the arms out just a little bit. We've been working those arms. Throw a couple of shoulder rolls in there. Rolling back the other way. Good job. All right. I'm going to switch over to my cans again. We're going to do some fly. So once again, I'm coming back to the beginning here. I'm going to lean forward just a little bit. Trying to do this straight back with just a lean. I'll hold my cans in front of me. And this time, all right, fight with my cord here a little bit. I'm going to bring them up to the side. Okay. And you know what? If you can only bring them out this far, that's okay. A little movement is pretty good too. So it's okay. You can just do a little movement. But if you've got it in you to bring them out further, go for it. Especially if you can bring them out like this, because gravity will hold on. You can pause for a second when you get out there. Really make the arm work. Let them come down. When you're trying to hold things further away from your body, gravity really starts applying some forces that makes things feel a lot heavier than they are. It's more work for your body. You also have to be careful and respect it then. Two more. All right. 1 and 2, and slowly, 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 slowly bringing them back to your sides. Whew. Good job. All right. We are going to work the back just a little bit more. And then we're going to do some things with our legs. You're already looking at me like, Rebecca, I don't know how to hold a can with my legs. Well, we're not going to. We're just going to use the weight of our legs and gravity. All right, so I am got my legs straight out in front of me. I need my knees out of the way a little bit. So once again, we're going to lean forward just a little bit, just letting the cans hang out in my hands. And I'm coming up, going back down, and sit up, come back down. When you come up, kind of fun to roll those shoulders back. Come back down. Yeah, 2 more in there. Last one. All right, good job. Gonna go ahead and put our cans down. Make sure you can find a nice comfortable spot on your chair. Have a good balance. Hopefully the chair you picked lets you keep your knees at a 90-degree angle. This one's a little bit taller than I would like, but working with what I've got at home, that's all right. So right now I've got the legs at a 90-degree angle, and that's all right. But we want to keep one at 90 and stretch the other one out in front of us. You have your toes pointed, or you can have them flexed, whichever way you want. We're going to do some leg lifts. In our chair chi class, we call these the anti-gravity leg lift because we are working against gravity. The goal of this leg lift is to keep your leg in the air once we start. Aha, until we're done. So hopefully you can keep your leg up and bring it slowly toward the ground, but don't touch the ground, and then re-engage it to lift it back up. Everything's being done very slowly with great intention, really wanting to work all the muscles of the leg as we lift and lower it. Okay. And it doesn't matter how high you get it off the ground. This isn't a competition, or if it is, it's just between yourself and you. If you get it an inch off the ground, that's great. If you get it a foot off the ground, that's great. We're working about improvement here, not to perfection. So hopefully everyone's got a little bit more they can do and work on. You, me, everybody. So when you're ready, we're going to lift that leg up off the ground and slowly lower it just a little bit. I'm going to use my arm just in case the video isn't capturing it. Lifting it up, slowly lowering. You don't have to mimic with your arm. You can if you want to. Slowly lowering, lifting up, slowly lowering. Let's do two more. Maybe I can't count. And two, and slowly, 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 slowly to the ground. Good job. All right. Now for our other leg. And we're going to stretch that one out in front of us as well. And if you have problems with a leg or a leg injury or a hip injury you're recovering from, definitely take it easy. If you need to stop again at any point, give yourself a little break. Do so. You can either rejoin us or go ahead and just have a break for the rest of the time we're doing any specific exercise. All right. Other leg is out in front of us and it's coming up, lowering down, up, slowly down. Remember, we don't want to touch the ground. All right, two more. And slowly, slowly, slowly going down. Oh, I always find my left leg harder than my right leg. Okay, how you doing? You doing pretty good? So I think we have just a few more minutes to work out here. So let's see. Let's go ahead and do just a little bit of stretching back out just to limber things up and cool off just a little bit. So I'll take one arm, reach it across our body, and just pull it in. Just stretching out. If you got your heart rate up, you can bring it back down a little. Mm. All right, we'll release that arm. And we'll bring the other back across here. Again, give that arm a little hug. And you can relax that arm. Let's do some just gentle shoulder rolls. Gonna bring them back. And forward. There you go. Good job. All right. I'm going to have us do just two more things. One of them will be ending in some deep breaths. Um, but one of the simplest exercises you can work on is getting up and down out of a chair. It's one of the hardest things we ask our body to do, just in standard tasks, especially if you've got a really low, squishy chair that's comfortable to get out of. So I don't know if you've ever thought about it, but it can be a workout. You can work your way up to getting up and down out of a chair safely and carefully. This is one of the things that we learned about at our health symposium a couple of years ago, as we actually worked on getting up and down out of a chair together. So certainly we can work on that even now. So if you've got a hard chair, if you need to use the chair for some leverage to help with that initial push, you can. The goal would be to work into not needing leverage to get up and down out of a chair. It does work your legs a lot. You do need to engage your back as well. So, ready? We want to keep our feet about shoulder width apart. Okay, you want them kind of tucked up under your knees a little bit, getting some good balance, making sure they're ready to receive your weight as you go to stand up on them. Okay. And so from this position, I'm just going to lean forward a little bit onto not all the way under the tips of my toes, but just starting to feel the pressure on the balls of my feet. And then if you really want to challenge yourself, you can have your hands out in front of you. Ooh, added bonus. Okay. Oh, and then we're going to just sit right back down. Ha ha. I know it feels scary because you wonder if that chair is going to be there when you do it. Another technique you can do is to cross your arms in front of you. Okay. This is actually a wellness check test that I have read some medical professionals do to test for certain conditions that can, often fall in line with the aging process. So you can see I'm not doing it fast. I'm just working on it slowly. And I do advise heavily, do not do this in a rolly chair. If you go to sit down, that rolly chair can be knocked out from behind you, and that wouldn't be good. So make sure you've got a fixed chair. Okay. When you're ready, there you go. All right. So that's going to wrap it up. Let's just finish with some slow breathing, and then you guys can head back to conquer that day. So deep breath in and out. Want to make sure you leave feeling very invigorated. And out. All right, everyone. Again, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and fingers crossed, hopefully not too long from now, we'll be able to exercise in person at our great Lebanon Senior Center. See you soon. Bye bye.